Good morning, everyone. This is Christian Duke from ProgressiveActivist.com. I'm joined by a good friend from Kentucky, Carol Hurn. Carol, how are you today?
Well, I'm fine today, Christian. I'm very unhappy about this pipeline and about all the pipelines that are being built across the United States. I worked for Kentucky's Environmental Protection Department, and I have seen firsthand the pollution that results from pipelines breaking, from refineries, and from abandoned natural gas wells. I know that when companies are finished, they will leave the infrastructure and the pollution behind, and I am not happy at all about this. We need to be moving forward to renewable energy, solar and wind and other renewables. This is madness, and this only benefits the extremely wealthy.
Yeah, and it's true that the fossil fuel industry is a dying sort of business, and they're holding on for dear life. In fact, I think they're actually investing in keeping research in renewable energies non-existent. When you first walked into the camp, one of the first things you see is the school, and you being a teacher also, and someone that's just amazing with kids, and knowing that they need high school teachers. I know that I think I overheard you saying something. I think I might come back here in the winter. Whether you do or you don't, the fact that you feel that connection, what do you think? I guess my question is, what are your thoughts about the school and the community that's developed in that campground?
I think it is great to see the Native American community coalescing around this event and forgetting their differences and uniting. All Americans need to do that. We need to unite against the fossil fuel industry and let them know that we've had enough of this and we want to move on to the future and leave this polluting past behind. Yes, I am thinking about coming back this winter. I have to go home and take care of a few things and figure how I could possibly do it. But yes, I am thinking it over right now.
Carol, you know that it's like maybe a better than a 1 in a million chance that someone in the United States government will see this video, maybe someone high up the ladder. What message would you like to say to the government of the United States, the government of North Dakota, governments that, I don't think have had the best track record honoring treaties with the Native Americans, but could make things right here? What would you say to them?
I say to them, history will not be kind to you if you don't start realizing that the world is thought about the fossil fuel industry is leaving it behind and you behind. You will not have a place in history that is honorable, and you need to think about your legacy. You need to think about your grandchildren. You need to think about your great-grandchildren and the generations after that. And
finally, one question I haven't asked anyone here. We see how the Native Americans treat their customs, their rituals, their campground, their burial sites, and especially their elders. What message would you say, or would you have for these security companies, the local police, National Guard, when it comes to dealing with these very, very important members of the Native American community?
I would say you need to show deep respect because, in my opinion, that the American Indian has it right. We all have to live on this planet, and if we don't treat it with the reverence and the respect it deserves, we all will pay dearly for it.
Absolutely. Last but not least, what would you like to say to folks at home that are limited in their activism to social media? They may not be able to come here, they may not have the funds, the resources, they may not have the health to come here. What would you say to them, and what would you say to the folks back in Kentucky?
What I would say is hop on the website if you can, go to the library and see what you can send or contribute. These people are going to be spending the winter in a makeshift community. They need wood, they need warm clothing, They need school resources for their children. I heard them say yesterday that in the school they desperately needed bookshelves. And they also need bean bags for the children to sit in. So there is a big need out there for this community, and maybe a church wants to get together and do something other. But we can all do something.
Thank you so much for coming out here, Carol.
You're very welcome, Christian, and thank you for coming.
Awesome.